You're listening to the Quint's podcast.
The crisis in the ruling Congress government in Punjab is refusing to settle as dissension against Chief Minister Amarinder Singh is spilling out in the open. There's been a lot of clamour in the past couple of days against Captain Amarinder Singh's controversial decision to give police jobs to sons of two sitting MLAs on quote-unquote compassionate grounds. While the Chief Minister's supporters are backing the decision, saying that it was the right thing to do and is quote-unquote in line with appointments given to similarly situated persons in the past, another faction is fast building up against him. 5 cabinet ministers, Congress MLA Kuljit Nagra, Punjab Congress Chief Sunil Jakhar, as well as Punjab Youth Congress President Brinder Dhillon have all asked the government to roll back what they said was an quote-unquote ill-advised move. But this fresh infighting in Punjab Congress also comes at an inopportune moment for Captain Amarinder Singh when he is already engaged in a tussle with dissenting Congress leader Navjot Singh Sidhu. Mincing no words, Sidhu has called the Chief Minister a liar in interviews and even suggested that he is hand in glove with the Akalis. With some Congress MLAs and ministers also siding with the Sidhu camp against Amarinder Singh, the Congress High Command has been forced to step in to end the feud. Ahead of the 2022 State Assembly elections in Punjab, does the factionalism and dissent within the party effectively put Captain Amarinder Singh and the Congress in a vulnerable position? What exactly is leading to the growing dissatisfaction against the Chief Minister from within the party? And what is Sidhu's role in it? In this episode, I'll be joined in by Aditya Menon, the Quint's political editor. You're tuned in to The Big Story, the podcast where we dissect the headline-making news for you. And I'm your host, Shorburi. The Punjab Cabinet's decision to give the job of an inspector in Punjab Police to Arjun Pratap Singh Bajwa, son of Kadia MLA Fatehjung Bajwa, and the post of Naib Tehsildar to Bhisham Pandey, son of Ludhiana MLA Rakesh Pandey, has turned a lot of heads. While the opposition Aam Aadmi Party and the Shiromani Akali Dal have condemned the move of giving jobs to sons of quote-unquote crorepati Congress MLAs instead of eligible candidates from ordinary families, the state government has defended this move, saying that it was taken to recognize sacrifices made by their grandfathers. Arjun's grandfather Satnam Singh Bajwa, an ex-minister of Punjab, and Bhisham's grandfather Joginder Pal Pandey both died in militant attacks in 1987. But what is also worth mentioning is that Arjun's father, Fatehjung Bajwa, and his uncle Pratap Singh Bajwa, who's also a Rajya Sabha member, are critics of the Chief Minister. Another factor that is also interesting to note is that earlier in 2013, when Amarinder Singh was replaced with Pratap Singh Bajwa as Punjab Unit President by the Congress, it was reported that Amarinder Singh had written to Sonia Gandhi against the move, alleging that Bajwa had smuggling links and that his father, Satnam Singh Bajwa, was killed by smugglers, not militants. But whether or not those claims are true, it's certainly raising the allegation that the Chief Minister's recent move is nothing but an attempt to win support to save his CM seat at a time when the party is riddled with factionalism. But when the opposition is coming from cabinet minister themselves, are we to assume that whatever Amarinder Singh intended with this move has been unsuccessful for him? Aditya points out that the leaders who have spoken up against the move are not exactly loyalists of Navjot Singh Sidhu. So the fact that they're raising their objections now suggests that Amarinder Singh has a weakened support from within the party.
It's important to remember that leaders like Punjab Congress Chief Sunil Jakhar or ministers like Sukhjinder Randhawa, Sukhbinder Sarkaria or Razia Sultana, they are not leaders who are loyalists of Navjot Singh Sidhu. They predate Sidhu in the Congress by many, many years, if not decades. They had been loyal to Captain Amarinder Singh for much of his power struggle against Sidhu until, of course, the very recent past. The fact that they are also speaking out against the Chief Minister's decision means that somewhere the Chief Minister has lost a bit of political standing, even among people who weren't opposed to him. This is why the opposition within the cabinet is important. It's also important in the context of the power struggle with Sidhu because I mean it did seem when the first round of negotiations happened between the Punjab Congress leaders and the committee set up by Congress President Sonia Gandhi, it did seem that Captain Amarinder Singh sort of had the upper hand, and that he might emerge victorious in this entire power struggle. But obviously, this incident has dented his bargaining power to an extent. So he might not be able to get his way entirely the way he had expected to. So the pushback from these leaders is important for these two reasons.
The staunch opposition against Captain Amarinder is hard to miss, but this new development is perhaps only adding more fodder to the general dissent against him in the Congress's Punjab unit. Ever since the state government faced a legal setback in the sacrilege case hearings in the High Court, it has only deepened the chasm in the party. Now, this particular case has to do with a series of episodes involving the desecration of the Sikh holy book, Guru Granth Sahib, that happened earlier in October 2015 under the then Chief Minister Prakash Singh Badal's rule, which had led to large protests in the state. And in these protests, 2 Sikh youths were killed in police firing in Kotkapura and Behbal Kalan. When it was campaigning for the 2017 elections, the Congress had vowed to bring justice, but its failure to do so before the term ends has sowed seeds of discontentment amongst party members against the Chief Minister. The discontentment perhaps got even more visible with the re-emergence of Navjot Singh Sidhu in Punjab's political scene. After lying low for almost a year since resigning from the cabinet in 2019, Sidhu has only reinforced his attacks against Amarinder Singh and now is at the center of the revolt against him. He's not only accused the Chief Minister of evading responsibility in the sacrilege case, but has also alleged that his colleagues were being threatened for raising questions over this issue. Perhaps what's raised alarms within the Congress was the fact that the PPCC President Sunil Jakhar and Cabinet Minister Sukhjinder Randhawa offered to resign after the Punjab and Haryana court quashed the investigations made by the SIT on the case earlier in April this year, thereby absolving former Chief Minister Prakash Singh Badal. And this whole thing built up a perception amongst the dissenters that Amarinder Singh is in cahoots with the former Akali Chief Minister. In a recent interview to Hindustan Times, Sidhu even went on to say that Punjab is run by two families who are quote-unquote overriding the interests of the state purely for their vested selfish interests and businesses as a collusion. He's also said that the government hasn't done anything about either the drug problem or the sacrilege case probe. And this is not the first time that he's made such blistering remarks against the Chief Minister. But as rebel MLAs also started to side with Sidhu, it prompted AICC Chief Sonia Gandhi to constitute a 3-member committee to iron out the differences and placate Sidhu. But what is it about Sidhu that has put the Congress High Command on their toes? Although Sidhu doesn't have a widespread popularity per se, he did play an important role in his brief stint as a cabinet minister, Aditya says, especially in the opening up of the Kartarpur corridor with Pakistan. He also has a clean image, unlike the Badals and Captain Amarinder Singh.
Sidhu is a maverick. Some say he's not even cut out to be a politician. But whatever may be his shortcomings, it's also true that he does enjoy a certain degree of popularity in Punjab, especially after his intervention played a key role in the opening of the Kartarpur Sahib corridor. Many in Punjab believe, and there is merit to this belief, that it was Sidhu's intervention with Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan and his gesture towards the army chief of Pakistan that eventually led to the opening up of that corridor. And the Kartarpur Sahib corridor is a very important issue for Sikhs. This is a demand that the community had been making for several decades. It is because of this that Sidhu has a certain amount of goodwill. There's another reason for it. Sidhu is a bit of a clean slate as a politician. Though he comes from an elite background and his father was a small-time politician, he does not have the kind of image that Captain Amarinder Singh, or even more than Amarinder Singh, the Badals have. Badals and Amarinder, they are associated with the past 3-4 decades of Punjab's politics, which have been it's a traumatic period. Sidhu, in that sense, represents a new era. He's the post 80s 90s generation of Punjab politicians. He's also a self-made man. He was a successful international cricketer and then a TV personality, and he pretty much won on his own might from Amritsar, from the BJP, and then again from the Congress. So in that sense, Sidhu has a certain image of being someone who is different from the traditional kind of politicians in Punjab. So it is for these reasons that Sidhu, the Congress might want to keep Sidhu on its side, because otherwise Congress would seem as if it is just circulating the same old leaders again and has nothing new to offer to the people of Punjab.
Now, the three-member committee headed by Mallikarjun Kharge has been speaking to MLAs, ministers and MPs to understand the crux of the problem, and they have raised a range of issues against Captain Amarinder Singh beyond the sacrilege case probe. And Aditya talks about the various complaints that members of Punjab Congress has had with Amarinder Singh.
One of the more recurring complaints against Captain Amarinder Singh is that he isn't a very efficient administrator. There are perceptions that he still continues to sort of work like a Maharaja works. I mean, he is the royal from Patiala, and that he doesn't listen to people who come to him for to get their work done. That he has allowed. I mean, another allegation is that he has allowed some of the bad practices that existed during the Akali Dal BJP tenure to continue, such as the sand mining mafia, the drug mafia, and the various corrupt practices that had become infamous in Punjab during that period. And the captain hasn't done enough to crack down on them. There are also a lot of allegations of nepotism. There are allegations that captain relies a great deal on his pet police personnel and pet bureaucrats to do most of his work, and doesn't quite involve even some of his cabinet colleagues. Another recent allegation that came up against Captain was that he has kept some of his intra-party rivals under surveillance, and that he has imposed vigilance cases against them. So these are some of the allegations that come up against Captain Amarinder Singh, and many of them have been articulated to the three-member committee formed by the Congress president. Now, it's also true that captain is the product of a system, and it's not as if it's just captain who is doing all this. Many of the people who are making these allegations are also guilty of some of these practices, but unfortunately, when atmosphere gets created against a particular leader, then it all becomes about the one person at the top.
On 22nd June, just a few days after Captain Amarinder Singh got bombarded with criticisms from two sides, from Sidhu on one side and over the job appointments from his own ministers and MLAs on the other, he had to make the second trip to New Delhi this month to meet the Congress High Command and the Peacemaking Committee. It's possible that he'll also be meeting Sonia and Rahul Gandhi in his visit. The details of the meetings hasn't been reported yet, but ahead of the meeting, Kharge assured that everything was fine within the party. Now, the Congress has fared poorly in all of the past elections. In the current scenario, Punjab, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh are the only states where the Congress government is standing on its own might. In the run-up to the state elections, while the Aam Aadmi Party is trying to remedy some of its past mistakes to gain more ground in Punjab, the newly forged BSP-Akali alliance is also a move of crucial importance. But given what is at stake, are the Congress meetings expected to lead to a revamp in Punjab Congress, or will the party placate the rebel side while maintaining status quo? What is looking likelier? And back to Aditya here.
See, it's probably take a few more days for the Congress party to arrive at some kind of a power sharing arrangement between the various competing factions. It's quite clear, especially after the latest rebellion against Captain Amarinder Singh from within the cabinet, that he may have to concede some power. And I mean, it's highly unlikely that the Congress will go into the next election as a one-man Captain Amarinder Singh show. it's also not advisable for them to do that because Captain is not the most popular chief minister right now. Punjab, due to the farmer protests, is also in the mood for a larger upheaval, a larger change. So, I mean, continuity with the same CM and the same order is not something that Punjab might appreciate. So Congress will have to give some kind of change element or some and come up with something new in its compromise formula. Then comes the question of what happens to Navjot Singh Sidhu. Now the Sidhu on his part is unlikely to compromise for anything less than the Pradesh Congress president's position. But it's also true that Sidhu has made certain statements, especially in the last 3-4 days, which have not gone down well with Captain Amarinder Singh and his supporters, and they are going to use that against Sidhu and prevent the party from giving an important position like the PCC chief to Navjot Sidhu. So it's not clear how they are exactly going to accommodate Navjot Singh Sidhu and his immediate supporters. So that would be the tricky part for the Congress. It is known that Sidhu has the support of Congress President Rahul Gandhi, but for the former Congress President Rahul Gandhi, but I mean given his recent statements, Captain might just dig his heels on against Sidhu being given the PCC chief's position. So these are some of the parts that one may have to look out for. But yes, I mean, status quo is not going to continue. I mean, Captain will have to concede power, and the Congress will either have to accommodate Sidhu or be prepared for his exit.
This is a developing story, so please follow the Quint for more updates and analysis stories. If you like listening to this episode, please subscribe to the Big Story playlist for episodic updates. We're live on Apple, Google Podcast, Spotify, JioSaavn, and most of the other popular podcast streaming platforms. For other podcasts, please log on to the Quint website and check out the podcast section. For any feedback, shoot an email to podcasts@thequint.com.
Thanks for listening. Log on to the Quint's website and check out our other podcasts.